Tupac's wild energy and persona rubbed some people the wrong way, but none more than a summer night at the women's club in Vallejo. At this club was Mac Dre and the Romper Room. And remember, at the time they were the coolest guys in Vallejo, but here came Tupac. He did not care who you were, so Mac Dre's crew would make jokes at him, and he was not laughing about it. Tupac and his boys would get into an altercation with Mac Dre's crew, but after the altercation, Tupac would do something very odd. Instead of making matters worse, he decided to book Mac Dre in the Romper Room to perform in Marin City. So Mac Dre would take this as an apology or a peace offering from Tupac, but that wasn't necessarily the case. So it's the day of the performance, and Mac Dre and his crew hop in a limousine to head down to Marin City. Mac Dre decided to bring the whole Crest side with him, 15 cars deep. But on the way to the show, one of the cars crashed, and then the limousine broke down on the bridge. So here they are, stuck on the Highway 37 bridge with a crashed car and a broken limousine. Usually you try to get the car towed, but they have a concert in less than an hour. So half of the guys say, man, let's deal with the cars and head back home. This concert is not meant to be. But Mac Dre and the Romper Room want to perform, so they're like, forget about the cars, let's leave them on the road and go to the concert. Take off. But there would be a bump in the road for Mac Dre. March 26, 1992. Mac Dre is booked to perform at a show in Fresno. He's opening for Ice Cube, which is a sign that he's getting hot on the West Coast. But as he's getting hot, so are things in his neighborhood. At this time, Mac Dre and the entire Crest were being monitored regarding bank robberies that had taken place all over the Bay Area. And Mac Dre was tired of them always questioning him. So he dropped a Valo PD diss track where he name-dropped the detectives. The Vallejo detectives were not happy about this, to say the least, so they decided to do something very sneaky. One of Mac Dre's associates named Corey Dunn would get caught up for fingerprints in a stolen car, and this car was used in all kinds of bank robberies in Vallejo. So instead of charging him with it, the police would offer him a free way out. He needed to wear a wire during the trip down to Fresno with Mac Dre in the Romper Room, and he decided to do it. He knew that J Diggs was planning to hit a bank while Mac Dre does what he's there to do in Fresno. So they all head down to Fresno and they leave Mac Dre at the hotel because remember, he has nothing to do with this. So Corey, J Diggs, and Kilo Kurt decide to head down to the bank. But when they get there, J Diggs notices that there are news vans all around and he can tell that something is up. So they tell Corey, who's the driver, that they want to turn around. But for some odd reason, Corey does not want to. But he has no choice and they tell him to drive back to the hotel so they can pick up Mac Dre and head back to Vallejo. So Corey drives back to Vallejo in his car and J Diggs, Mac Dre, and Kilo Kurt are behind him in their car. So on the way back, Corey pulls off to the side of the road to ask J Diggs for something. But while they're stopped, Mac Dre spots one of the Vallejo detectives on the other side of the freeway. He tells J Diggs, yo, I just saw Fitz. Something ain't right. What are Vallejo detectives doing 3 hours away in Fresno? Well, that's when dozens of police cars swarm around them while Corey drives away freely. So Mac Dre, J Diggs, and Kilo Kurt are brought in, and they all start to wonder, when is Corey gonna come in? And that's when they put two and two together. City was a simple misunderstanding. He then offered to do songs with Mac Dre when he gets out. Even though he said it was just a misunderstanding, it still does seem like Tupac was involved, but this next story may offer you a different perspective.